have a crazy build. A fleet beacon on the way right now.
Look at that.
He went Stargate before Nexus into a quick fleet beacon.
There it is. The Tempest is making. We were also debating, is this build, if we do see it, and he's using it now, is it going to be proxied or not? So, okay, I was about to say it's not, but then I saw a pylon there. Okay,
that's got to be shield batteries, right?
I think so, yeah. That is going to be so that the Tempest has more sustainability over here. Now, while this is going on, we actually have these Adepts just harassing on the edge. It's keeping Maru occupied. Maru, he's looking on the map for anything suspect. But again, it's hard to scout the entire map for hidden buildings. This pylon is shockingly close to his opponent. And what Classic's doing by shading these Adepts forward is keeping Maru more on the defense that is natural and less trying to gain territory just outside. And that's what we're seeing once again. He's just getting ready in case the shade's finished. There's okay, so it's not just shield batteries. There's a gateway there. So this is going to be a very specific attack. Did he see it?
Yeah. He just scanned and saw the fleet beacon. Okay, he's actually upgrading for the Cyclones right now. So this is going to be interesting. Looks like he's going to go Cyclone against this. 2 Tempests out already.
Now, with nothing that can outrange a Tempest, the Terran is going to be eating a lot of abuse. So this is going to be tough. I don't know how much experience Maru has against this. Maru is probably one of the most intuitive players in all of RTS history, so I would imagine he's going to be pretty strong against whatever is thrown at him. But this is a pretty weird rush, and this is very unusual to see used basically ever. I mean, we haven't really seen this at all. So let's see how this goes. He's already targeting down these tanks.
And there's a couple bunkers, and it could be a little bit hard to chew through those all the way. Let's see what he's trying to target down. Get some marine as it pops out. Obviously, units are going to be great. There's a supply drop depot. I know I would screw up this game and just target that, but look at this. Coming out immediately to fight this warp in location.
Now, note those batteries are being used up on some of those Adepts. That's less than ideal. Whoa!
Ooh, that mine. Okay.
Now, again, the fact that Terran can repair buildings is the one thing that he's got going from. Oh!
Oh, that will be a big kill if he gets it. No, does not quite get it.
Now,
the Cyclone's almost ready here as well.
Okay, some more repairs here. Now, with these gateways coming.
Oh! That was, wow. I mean, he just flies right in that mine, but barely doesn't lose the Tempest.
Okay, very important he does not lose that. Every Tempest is so important. You need to keep the pressure mounting, the damage continuing to pile on here. So we definitely want to watch that Tempest and see how long it can last in this game.
Oh my God, look at that, just powering down that Cyclone instantly. But this one gets the lock on, does some very good damage. Still, those shield batteries helping the Tempest so much right now.
Did not get the target down on that other Cyclone. That just went down the ramp and then fled behind the minerals. First bunker goes down. If the second bunker goes down, you can't lean on buildings anymore for repair here. And I don't know if there's going to be enough SCVs to possibly repair that bunker with the amount of damage coming out of these Tempests.
All right, he does pick another one off, though. The Cyclone's definitely doing their job at that moment.
Okay,
starting to pick off the siege tanks. Looks like he wants to hit with his gateway units now.
Oh, gets the Raven. And with the ground army coming in here, there's only one tank in siege mode. The SCVs have been pulled. As the SCVs are driven away, maybe he can target down that bunker. All SCVs repairing here. As Maru knows he needs to hang on and survive if he's going to win this game.
Oh my God, more shield batteries being queued up. More of them coming in right now, picking off as many of the Cyclones as he can. A lock-on does happen, but he does not get another one.
I guess we all now know how many Tempests you need to one-shot a Cyclone. He's going to come in here now. No siege tank, even with every SCV repairing this bunker. I don't know if he can keep it alive.
Oh my God, he kept that bunker alive somehow. But the Tempest count is just not dwindling. He's at 6.
Oh man, if he gets that Raven again. Again, if he could just come in here for the dive. The SCVs are repairing fast enough. He's going to get it.
Oh, that is a huge kill. And now without any bunkers left over, Maru has to fight.
I think he might have done it. He did.
Look at this, 8-2 in Legacy of the Void against each other. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Okay, so already from SOS we have something completely different from what anyone else in the world does. Yeah. I believe, I mean, is he just going to try to make it look like it is a cannon rush?
I think that's exactly what he wants his opponent to think.
Like, you get up there, it's not there, and then suddenly you're like, oh God, it's a cannon rush.
Yeah. And of course, it's SOS. You know, he's capable of doing that. It's not like it's Zest where you go like, well, he's not going to cannon rush.
He is so cool.
He's the guy.
Now, we'll see what Trap has for anti-cannon rush. Ready? Watch his face. It's like, oh, crap.
Where's your pylon?
Wait a minute.
Oh, my
a gas?
God.
What is going on? Okay, yes. This is exactly
my God.
it. So there's an offensive pylon. He canceled one of his gates, and he's making a forge. Forge is, and now he's like, a second gas? What the hell am I up against? SOS has way outsmarted Trap here. He's tricked him so hard.
Canceled.
And so now we've had a canceled gate and a canceled forge and a late second gas.
I thought he actually stole his gas for a second. I almost
that
flipped out.
Crazy.
I was like, oh, he's mad.
Yeah, but basically that is actually a pretty common thing to try to do against cannon rush, because obviously if you get your own cannon up, they can't make cannons within range of it. That's it, right? It kind of ends the rush. So I'm not surprised that that was actually how Trap went about it. I think that's what SOS wanted.
Yeah.
So now looking at, like, dude, you were just saying, yeah.
He's just on the thing is, he understands.
He thinks about the game completely different from everyone else.
Well, he thinks about how everybody else thinks about the game, and then plays around that.
Let's see.
Oracle coming. No Void. Okay, there it is. Voidrays coming.
Mm-hmm. So that's definitely a very defensive Void Ray. He doesn't know what's up. The Oracle going to fly across. I think it'll probably just use like a stasis ward, right? That shield battery looks too well placed to try to kill probes. So maybe a stasis ward, but yeah, with the oh, he actually does. He's going to try to drill through the shield battery energy.
There is a stalker out here. Finally does do this. How much HP is on that Oracle? All right, getting low. I'm like, this just feels like the slowest fight I've ever seen in my whole life. The Warp Prism. Excuse me, Void Ray. Wrong unit name. I'm just shouting out units that aren't even in the fight right now. Banelings. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a PvP.
Oh my God! Look at this. He catches the Warpin right there. Trap going to go ahead and set this up to try to make them Warpin a little bit more quickly, and he shades out before taking any additional damage. It doesn't make too much sense to me. Maybe it was a misclick or something.
SOS's base is already up, so Trap needs to do a ton of damage here if he's going to win this game.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he can do it. We have more Warpins coming here. Shield batteries are about to finish as well here.
And you can see, with 4 shield batteries,
as long as he doesn't lose any units, he should be able to hold, I think.
Well, it's a little bit scary, right? Because shield batteries don't really reach all that way, so you really have to be on top of your micro here, too.
Yeah, if you overstep or overextend, you could absolutely lose the fight. The second Void Ray's out. Here comes that Oracle once more.
Yeah.
He's like, why do we even try? Just backs up.
It's always like this.
I'm not paid enough.
Might be worthwhile for him to heal his Nexus, honestly, with the shield battery. But
well, yeah, I mean, he's not going to lose a Nexus with that there, for sure. We're seeing Trap get pushed back. I mean, you're not in a great spot in the long game. Again, he's not killing units either. They're going to get back to the battery. They're going to regen shields. SOS mining from 2 base, Trap only on 1. I mean, the clock is ticking. The sand is running out of the hourglass here for Trap.
Yeah, he really wants enough Stalkers to be able to volley down a Void Ray before it can get back to batteries. That is what Trap is looking for right here. You can see this is just a battle of micro right now. If SOS can hold on, he wins. He just needs to break the army one time here. Oh, he turns him on. Okay, gonna back him up. Okay. I love that he just keeps making the shield batteries. Look at this. He's up 11 probes right now. His economy is just so much better. And with the shield battery push, this gets less and less likely that it's going to work for Trap.
Yeah, I mean, really, excuse me, for SOS, this is about him hanging on. If he just lasts long enough, he's fine. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, the amount of damage coming out of the Voids at this point with 4 of them stacked. Trap has to be so on top of this micro. There's no way to break this at this point.
I don't think so, man. I think it's like almost impossible. Another Void Ray here. He's eventually just going to push out and attack him. These sentries becoming more useless after every force field. Look, yeah, he just...
Honestly, you don't even... you just sit there until he leaves, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the right thing. We're going to see if he has that here, right? He's opening Oracle, so it seems like a pretty normal opener thus far. Oh, he gets air attacks. Okay, well, we're going to stay down the route of craziness, and You know, I prefer it that way. Is he actually going to go Void Ray, though? Like, is it going to be
Yeah, I think he is.
I guess. Another Void Ray being made. So, like, another Stargate as well. So, he's doing almost a PVZ build right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw it out there. So I'm like, well, he's definitely safe against Zerglings, but...
Here's the question, though. Like, critical mass of Marines beats Void/X.
This does...
you need splash with it.
But, you know, kind of like in a lot of PVZs or games in, you know, with Zerg in general, where you force them into a tech, and then the tech their tech that counters your tech, you have the counter to that tech. I wonder if there's something like that going on here. Well, hold on. Actually, I'm sorry, guys. I just now saw the second Stargate.
Yeah.
I thought he was only going to be making it out of one, so...
Now, if he goes Disruptor, I'm just going to truly lose it.
Yeah, that would be weird. I was actually thinking about Disruptor before you said it, but I thought, I don't know. Okay, now this is funny because, you know, that's also that's also one way to basically stop them from having anything of value later on. I mean,
wait a minute.
It was about maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were talking about this new meta, and it was especially common in TVT of dropping where the tech lab is and killing the stim. And, I mean, it's very smart because Stim is, like, the most important upgrade for Terran to actually get the ball rolling. Yeah, but I know when I think of Voidrays in modern StarCraft 2, I think of them as, like, floating around the 3 bases back here. But, yeah, I guess you can come out and poke them.
Hey, well, turns on the Voids here. Gonna slaughter some stuff. A lot of batteries being made here as well. Thank God he hasn't turned on while fighting Marines.
Now, this is one of the problems when you have Voidrays is they're not nimble units. They can't get everywhere at once. And so suddenly these few Marines can literally shut down, not as much as I thought, but they can kill stuff. They can be a threat, and, you know, it's a game of cat and mouse where the cat never gets to catch the mouse.
Yeah. And he has a lot of shield batteries and cannons around. So, look, he can actually target things down so quickly. Yeah, kills this immediately, going to kill off the siege
target the command centers, maybe?
TY has to go home. This is too much damage.
Yeah, I was wondering about
this. Oh, my God. Look at him. Look how quickly he kills that.
Oh, my God. This is like what happened to the humans in Independence Day. Remember that? Oh. All right. If he just gets the other command center... Okay, he's going to get away.
Please let this be the new meta. He's actually fighting a bunch of Marines here and missile turrets. Looking a little bit scary. Okay, the stim up here, going to kill a lot. Oh, man, TY just styling right there. But the Voidrays...
Can you imagine if you never saw StarCraft before and like this is your first game? You're like, well, what is Protoss doing with those units? Those need to be removed immediately. Like, oh, actually, they weren't really used that much historically.
Can you imagine, though, also, if you were a StarCraft 2 player that plays all the time and you saw Voidrays and you also said that same thing? Wow. Well, everyone who's ever complained about Voidrays were all right. Tasteless. No, I don't know. This is a wild strategy that we're watching. He is losing quite a few, but he has a bunch more at home, too.
You can see they're much faster with the speed upgrade, but not that much faster.
I love, though, that he can escape from some Stim Marines if he's in the right position. Like, if he's close enough to an edge, he can get out of there.
I really like how Prince plays.
Oh,
it really goes to show you that there's more to this game still.
It truly is endless.
Yeah.
This is a bottomless pit and an endless sky all at once. And right now, what we're watching is close to what we think is the bottom of the pit from Prince's play.
We thought we'd hit the ground now, but we're still falling. We're probably going to starve to death from falling in the bottomless pit. It's a rough way to go. The bottomless pit, you die of dehydration, right? You just keep falling.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah. I think that would probably be dehydration. It'd come pretty quick, too, because the wind going past your face as well would dehydrate you extra quickly.
That's right.
That's why you got to bring a lot of water down with you. If I ever go down a bottomless pit,
I'm
bringing a lake.
I'm bringing a camel pack.
Me and a lake are all going to fall at once.
This is a game absolutely Protoss can win. It's already looking like Protoss is somewhat in favor here. I guess the question is, can the standard Terran composition actually fight this? You know, you're seeing a lot of structures just get killed. And the Voidrays basically leave unpunished. We're having that again here, too.
Well, he doesn't even get one that time. Like, he's bruising them and stuff. But
yeah. But by then, the damage is already done. I mean, he shut down an upgrade. That's huge. He's expanding to a 5th base. A 5th base. Carriers are inbound
you
here.
need a lot of base to get capital ships, man. You can't just do that in 1 or 2 bases. So what newbies do.
And now we're going to have an attack over. There are ghosts. Okay, he's actually just going to completely scrap this.
Yeah, it feels like he needs, for some of these locations, especially with his current composition, he needs to like kind of sneak it in and get everything finished, like the buildings, the defensive structures, or he can't really do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to just sneak to the other side, make another Nexus.
He's very capable of bouncing back, and although there's been periods in this game where Prince is ahead, and I think the most exciting part is it's the way that he's ahead. He's even making 2 more Stargates, so he's just kind of going all in on carriers. Tempest are an option as well on Voidrays, as we've already seen. But you know, how does TY, now that he is up to his 4th base and soon to have his 5th, how does he handle that?
Yeah, it's a really good question. The more I'm looking at this, with the amount of disruptors he has and everything, oh, that was quick by TY. Good reaction there. The mine hit, very important. The quick repair, immediately bringing his units over. But yeah, I think we just need to see more and more and more Vikings.
Oh, this is actually going to be a pin here. He can actually kill off literally every Void Ray, and look at the look at what he has now. Now the carriers are here. The Void Rays can be remade, but that's a pretty.
Do you want the Voids?
I don't know, actually.
Like, if your opponent is making a lot of Vikings, might it be better to add in some Tempests so that you can actually fight the Vikings? Because the Vikings can theoretically kite everything, right?
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if just getting Psystorm as well might be an option here.
Yeah, no, Psystorm is I think that's a reasonable idea. Also, I guess there's different styles that you can play this as the carrier user, right? You can try to fly around the sides of the map, maybe get a mothership so you get multiple recalls to get them out of areas. Also, the Vikings can't really kite them if they're sitting in a more defensive stance around cannons, so you could utilize that. At that point, I think we have to get into maybe even nukes to help counteract this a little bit, make them walk away from the static.
It could be like some of these TVZs we've seen here, where you know they have enough defenses which don't require supply that you have to start using your own supply in that way.
Oh, he made a ground unit. Look at that. Okay, we have a Colossus out, single adept somewhere.
Yeah, 6 disruptors. Is that too much?
No, I think 6 is good. That's a good number, I think. Like, obviously 2 is too low. 4, like, things can go wrong with 4. 6, though, you have like enough that even if you're getting one picked off, everything, you're gonna hit a good disruptor shot if your opponent really, you know, dives upon you. Okay, the probe count pretty healthy, 64, 72 SCVs for TY, pretty normal for him. Look at that. The Colossus is the leader of the army.
That's right.
He's got his Vanguard Void Rays in the front, his carrier fleet behind.
All right, we're going to have that fight happen now here. Good snipe on the Void Ray here. Nice EMP as well on those carriers. I mean, I guess they do bunch up enough. You could pretty much take out all the shields pretty easily.
Okay, let's see if he can kite these correctly. Okay, great EMP goes down. And look at how hard he's actually countering some of these carriers. Like, he is killing them off when he's taking the shots, but the DPS of carriers is extremely high.
Yeah, it seems like there's so much that would have to be micromanaged correctly here from Terran, but it has, it looks like it's not fatal.
And don't forget, you can lose some carriers, right? Like, if you're doing a bunch of damage with them.
Right.
Like, okay, yeah, he picks one off, but it's not like you're out of money here as Prince. You can continue to refill them.
He needs more Vikings so that he can actually get the one shot off. The fact that he's having to double volley this is really hurting him. I actually think Protoss just won. The count is low enough. The disruptors, if they're kept safe, I think he can push in.
I love how much the one Colossus helps in this this silly looking game where it's like all these Marines underneath really helping, and then the Colossus takes 2 swipes and really ruins things for them.
Yeah, it's like the Marines can't really stand their ground just long enough, and this is going to be one of these games they're going to push on to production. And I think the count might just be small enough that it doesn't really matter. The interceptors alone.
Taking some maps. Whoa. Proxy hatchery here from Serral.
You know, if you open up with something
incredibly all-in-y super early on in a game. Guess what? No spotting just yet. Now, I do also want to point out that Haas is a player who knows how to walk the line of cheese. And you have to know, if you're good at cheesing, you usually know how to defend against a lot of different things like this too. But is Haas going to be ready?
I feel like this is going to be a very rough one for him. He can't quite see that creep yet. Oh, a crucial moment when that creep is seen.
A few pixels on the screen. Okay, it's coming forward. We have no confirmation if Haas's eyes have actually caught it just yet, and now he knows for sure.
Okay, the Stalker going to start pressuring a little bit, but Roach is on the way right now. The Stargate is proxied, so does he try to fly units home to defend, or does he just go and do some counter harassment? It's hard to say.
Not sure. It would seem like Voidrays would be a necessity here in order to hold off an attack like this, and you're right, the proximity of the Stargate there is going to make Voidrays no longer an option. Instead, it seems like he wants to go for an Oracle here. The Roaches and the Ravengers are up. There are batteries out here, but this isn't going to last that long, especially with the corrosive biles being targeted on the battery.
Yeah, he's having to heal that pylon as well. Very rough. Those are not going to help him out very much. The gateway's getting unpowered, no warp gate. These type of things can end the game.
Another shot, and that goes down, as well as the pylon. I feel like we're almost to a checkmate here.
Yeah, it is looking that way. There is an Oracle out right now. Where does he go with it? It looks like it's going towards the main base.
He needs to do a lot of damage with this Oracle. If we can get a shot of the main of the Zerg, it's coming in right now, and there's nothing here to defend.
All right, definitely catching Serral a little bit off guard with this, but even if he kills these drones, how does he stop the army at his doorstep?
He needs to buy time, but right now there's a lot of muscle on the low ground. Haas is going to try to get a closer over here up inside of his main, but there's just nothing where he can warp in from, and the probes are being pulled. Even with this many batteries, I can't imagine it's going to be enough.
Yeah, he's going to go after the Queens to start out here, which is a really smart move. Can he kill off these Queens? Maybe the Oracles can clean everything up.
He's trying to get rid of these Queens, but still the corrosive biles landing, doing a lot more damage. Those batteries trying to heal up these probes. The probe count beginning to dwindle over here.
The cheeser has become the cheese. Can he actually hold on? There are so many Roaches up here. A lot of probes have fallen. Very few left over for Haas, but he does have some Oracles.
He just doesn't have any assets right now. These drones long distance mining as they've ditched the main. The Oracles come down again and start to do some more damage. Now it's just these two Queens for anti-air, because you can always dodge corrosive biles with Oracles. And we're now into very uncharted territory in this PvZ.
Oh, yeah. Multiple Oracles coming out, but the Queens have some transfusions. This is really tough. There's only one Stalker out at the moment. And what? There's 2 workers for Haas and 4 for Serral.
Neither player has enough minerals to make another Nexus or Hatchery. So what you see is what you get in this game.
Just 4 drones coming back, 2 more being made. This is something that Haas could clear out.
I'm sorry, there are no probes. Where's the one probe on the map? Are we able to find that over here? Okay, there it is. It's the one that was actually being made up there.
But how many Oracles now?
Oh,
5 Oracles coming in?
This is a lot of damage. The transfuses are going down, but they're now going to be out, and that's going to be a kill there on that Queen.
The anti-air of Serral is going to be all killed. Oh my God, 5 Oracles, a Stalker, and a probe against 6 drones.
Oh my God. I can't believe it.
And the series